Alright, that was all the sharing that I can do. And recap. From the last time I played this game, I believe Max and Chloe were messing about in the junkyard. I had decided to give what's his name the gun. I don't remember his name, but I probably will later on in this game and in the other episodes. But I also saved Chloe's life from the train, and now we're at school, so it's gonna be the probably another set of problems now that we're at school. And Nathan, the I guess the antagonist of this game at the moment, is gonna probably bother us since he's deranged. But I think I'm gonna try and get the security guard. I also forgot his name. I need to keep track of these people's names. Get on his good side, because I feel like he will be a good ally in keeping the students safe, especially with the future visions of the typhoon. And I believe that's the full recap from what I remember of the last time. Though I do want to say also that some of the music in this game, if you would ever come back to see my highlights or my past broadcasts, it'll mute the audio. So whenever you come back and you see kind of silence, kind of pull through. Hopefully there's subtitles in there for you to get context of what's going on. And comment, that way I can explain what's happening, what my thoughts were at that moment, and maybe new commentary since it'll be over. But aside from that, let's go ahead and get into it and finish the episode.
I have a little time before Mr. Jefferson's class, so I can do some wandering.
Yeah, principal's a waste of my time.
So are you going to that Vortex Club party?
Who's he? Trevor. I don't need to talk to him. I've already talked to him, right?
Excuse me, Mr. Madsen?
I know things got a little heated yesterday in Chloe's room. Was that really your reefer?
No.
No, it belonged to a friend of mine. Are you gonna bust me now, Mr. Madsen?
Even I'm not that much of an asshole, and I am sorry about yesterday. I was wrong, but upset. Cannabis is not a big deal to you, but it has been to Chloe.
You're a combat veteran. She's no threat to you.
If I didn't care about her, I wouldn't care at all. When I
Chloe
was
did
her
steal his
age,
gun.
I was out raising a lot more hell. She's better than that. All you kids are. So is Kate Marsh.
But you treat Kate pretty bad.
You stepped between us at a pretty bad time. She's another matter entirely.
Kate hasn't done anything wrong.
Max, this isn't just about Kate Marsh. My concern is for the safety of all Blackwell students, including you.
That'll take more than surveillance cameras.
It will take more than Ms. Grant and her petition to find missing students.
Isn't that your responsibility as head of security? Unless you know something about Rachel Amber that nobody else does.
I don't want to fight with you anymore. I don't want to fight with anyone anymore. That's all, Max.
It's kind of important. What is that?
If my tornado vision came true, it would be the end of the world.
Or at least the end of the town. Oh, Warren. Okay, so we're gonna go to the science lab.
I still have time. I could go see Warren playing mad scientist in the lab.
Where is the lab? Excuse me, what was that?
Juliet is laying the smackdown on Zachary. I love how Evan is so above the Vortex Club and everything else.
I'm trying. but you have to understand my position.
Why? You don't understand mine. Nobody does. Nobody. Just leave me alone.
Okay, hold up. Let's talk to the professor.
Excuse me, Max. Can you come over here?
Sure.
You look worried. Is everything okay?
Sorry to bother you, Mr. Jefferson.
I'm only bothered when you avoid turning in photos. But you know this. So what can I do for you, Max?
Just between you and me, I'm worried about Kate Marsh.
That's no secret. Word on the street is that you and Kate had a little confrontation with our security chief yesterday.
I stepped in between David Madsen barking all up in Kate's face about something. She doesn't deserve that.
Of course not. Mr. Madsen isn't the most gentle soul. Do you have proof he instigated the situation?
My word isn't good enough? The one time I choose not to take a picture.
Always take the shot. My #1 rule of photography. And Max, I promise this matter is being discussed by the faculty. I assume you know about this viral video?
Kate is freaked out by all of this. She can't do homework while she's being tormented on a daily basis.
What if Kate brought this on herself? She means well, but maybe she doth protest too much. She seems like she's holding back the truth. Have you talked to her?
Yes, I talked to her on the phone today. She needs friends and support now. I just don't want Kate Marsh to become the next Rachel Amber.
Rachel Amber? What does she have to do with Kate?
With all her missing persons posters around, it's hard not to think of her.
I miss Rachel too. But think about yourself, Max. Principal Wells told me about what you said happened in the bathroom.
That was a private conversation. Not that I wouldn't tell you.
This is a serious accusation, Max.
So you don't believe me? I would never make something like this up.
I hope so, Max. But it's easy to point fingers. If Mr. Madsen claims you might be a pot dealer as he did, should I believe him?
Listen, should I...
Excuse me, Max. Hello? Yes? Hold on. I have to take this, so just go into class and I'll be there soon.
Where's the science room, though? Yeah, science room. I've got time.
Brooke always kind of pretends like I'm almost not there. Why? Howdy, Brooke.
Hi, Max. Making your daily rounds?
How is your drone?
Miss Grant busted me
Just
flying
can't
it
be
over
that
the
hard.
parking lot. She's all jacked up about surveillance bullshit. Like I was spying on Warren's new car.
You already planted a GPS on him?
I borrowed the one he has on you.
I hate to hit and run, but...
Don't let me get in your way. So long.
Excuse me, what?
Howdy, Brooke.
Hi, Max. Making your daily rounds?
How is your drone?
Miss Grant busted me flying it over the parking lot. She's all jacked up about surveillance bullshit. Like I was spying on Warren's new car.
You already planted a GPS on him?
I borrowed the one he has on you.
I hate to hit and run, but...
Don't let me get in your way. So long.
Is it raining? When did it start raining? And hold on, let me go talk to the professor here. Or actually, no, we can wait after Warren. Kate's already gone. Let's talk to Warren. And then we'll talk to the professor.
There's Mr. Wizard hard at work. Bring me the brain, Igor.
Clever.
Hey, Warren. Are you okay? You look thoughtful yet confused.
Maxwell Silver Hammer. Perfect timing. I need help with this chemical experiment.
Asking me for help means you're screwed.
I have to add either a bit of potassium or sodium. It's up to you to decide, Dr. Max.
I have a vision. Go Diem.
Godium? That's the worst pun I've ever heard. Yet Max has spoken. Sodium it is. Damn. Zip. Nothing. Nada.
Hey, Warren. Are you okay? You look thoughtful yet confused.
Maxwell Silver Hammer. Perfect timing. I need help with this chemical
I like his
experiment.
shirt. It says
Asking me
meow.
for help means you're screwed.
I have to add either a bit of potassium or sodium. It's up to you to decide, Dr. Max.
I'm not sure why you're letting me decide your fate, but go Tassium.
Potassium it shall be. If this works, you get a free hug.
Does it work?
Weird science. Yes, I am a scientist. Fuck. Yes, I am a scientist. Fuck.
Hey,
So
Warren.
wait, does neither work?
Are you okay? You look thoughtful yet confused.
Maxwell Silver Hammer. Perfect timing. I need help with this chemical experiment.
Asking me for help means you're screwed.
I have to add either a bit of potassium or sodium. It's up to you to decide, Dr. Max.
Lots of
I
potassium.
actually think you should use a lot of potassium. I mean, a shitload.
See? Look at that smile. You're going to become a scientist yet. Let's do this thing. She blinded me with science. Yes! That was a blast! But let's keep it a professional secret. Cool?
Is there any? Is there anything else? Is there anything
Hey,
new?
Warren. Are you okay? You look thoughtful yet confused.
Let's skip.
Maxwell Silver Hammer.
Skip.
Asking me for help means you're
Skippity
I
skip.
have to add either a bit of potassium.
Skippity skip. Lots of potassium.
I
Okay.
actually think you should use a lot of potassium. I mean,
See? Look. She blinded me with science. Yes! That was a blast! But let's keep it a professional secret. Cool?
Cool. Oh, Mrs. You. Mrs. Grant. Oh, let's go up this way.
Miss Grant is so cool and smart. She defines the word teacher.
What's this?
I wish I could bring a mini Warren with me to my science exams.
Huh. Your future is now. Alright, I guess time to talk to the professor.
Excuse me, Max. Can you come over here?
Sure.
You look worried. Is everything okay?
Sorry to bother you, Mr. Jefferson.
I'm only bothered when you avoid turning in photos. But you know this. So what can I do for you, Max?
Just between you and me, I'm worried about Kate Marsh.
That's no secret. Word on the street is that you and Kate had a little confrontation with our security chief yesterday.
I stepped in between David Madsen barking all up in Kate's face.
Let's
Of
skip
course
that.
not.
My word isn't good enough?
Always take the shot. My #1 rule of photography. And Max, I promise this matter is being discussed by the faculty. I assume you know about this viral video?
Kate is freaked out by all this.
Skippity skip.
What if Kate brought this on herself?
No. I just don't want Kate Marsh to be the next Rachel Amber.
Rachel Amber?
Skippity skip.
With all her missing...
Skippity skip.
I miss Rachel too.
Skippity skip.
It did happen. Nathan Prescott had a gun in the girls' bathroom yesterday.
This is a serious accusation, Max.
So you don't believe me? I would never make something like this up.
I hope so, Max. But it's easy to point fingers. If Mr. Madsen claims you might be a pot dealer as he did, should I believe him?
Listen, should I...
Excuse me, Max. Hello? Yes? Hold on. I have to take this, so just go into class and I'll be there soon. Uh-huh. Sure, okay. Listen, I do have a class I have to teach. I have to go.
Stella is smart to stay out of all the drama.
Dina, you are out of control. Turn left, then right.
It's hard to not like Hayden because he just doesn't give a shit. Daniel is always on the outside looking in. Alyssa really lives for her classes.
Photo opportunity. Resolution revolution.
Dana is ready for her 15 minutes of fame.
Do you think Max will be pissed we're sitting at her desk?
Oh, I'm sure she'll report us to the principal. Like I give a flying fuck.
I like Taylor's artistic side, not her personality.
Like anybody
Dana.
does. Max is such a little...
Shh, I think she can hear us. No time to talk, Max.
Posing in
progress.
Oh no, look, it's these sons of...
Even if Victoria ignores me, I'm glad we talked yesterday. I can't believe the principal lets him stay in school after I told him what happened.
Better be quiet, Victoria. We have a master snitch and liar here.
Did you think we were best friends forever or something?
Not at all, Victoria.
Max is such an attention whore.
You would know. Can I sit down now?
Oh, please do. Take a selfie of this moment.
Yeah, Max, so I won't forget you.
Assholes. Okay, why is David taking photos of Kate? Now this is so wrong and weird.
Alright, so what do? Do we get up? No, the professor's... Hey,
What up,
Warren!
Max?
Hey, Warren.
I saw Kate earlier and her eyes were puffy from crying.
Kate has a lot on her plate.
I didn't know what to say and she didn't tell me anything.
Okay, I know you love me, but if you're not in this class, beat it. Everybody else, please sit
Maybe
down.
I'll
We
see
have
you
a lot
later.
to cover today, and so little time as usual. I see all the usual suspects here. Anybody seen Kate Marsh?
I think everybody has seen Kate Marsh by now. She's not feeling good.
Sounds like you're giggling about a video gone viral. Maybe it involves a student? Or a friend? I wonder how it would feel to have false images of yourself shot out all over the world for people to
It's cool that Mr. Jefferson published his own little book of photo tips.
Yep.
judge.
Also, we've got a message. And a lot to read, now that I think about it. Is it too late to rewind? Yes.
Usually,
Hold up. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so there is a lot to read. Like, maybe like 15 pages of this. She was one given this script design Dana. More high school drama, Julia. Is there Vortex? She actually told me. Okay, alright. To intervene. Okay, next page. Once I gave Jayla the proof that Victoria was behind it all, I went to get Warren's flash drive from Dana. She was in a weird mood, but we said nasty things about Victoria, and I think it definitely made her feel better. We talked about Warren and Dana implies he likes me. Ew. Hey, come on! Don't say that. Warren's nice. I'm trying to get the hang of this whole rewind thing. I don't want to waste this power, but there has to be a reason it was given to me. So I better learn how to use it right. I started by saving Alyssa from getting football-fueled headshot. I admit it felt amazing just to help Alyssa with something as simple as that. I also saw David Madsen hassling Kate. I couldn't hear everything, but he was accusing her of something. All that guy can do is point fingers. I got so pissed I went over to stop him for being such a bully. He's a security guard, not a stormtrooper. He was an asshole, as usual, but I felt good about what I did, and Kate seemed truly happy that somebody stood up for her, and I did that without using my rewind power. This day keeps getting stranger. I don't even believe what I'm writing. And I can't even do a simple task like giving Warren his flash drive back without getting into a situation. In this case though, it turned out half bad and half good, which I guess is the yin and yang of life. When I met with Warren in the lot and checked out his new retro wheels, guess who showed up? Nathan Prescott, freaking out all over again. He got all up in my face to accuse me of bullshit. Even though I was scared because I know what he did to that girl in the bathroom, I was more furious. Then the girl in the bathroom pulled up in a truck. My former best friend, Chloe Price. We both looked at each other like, what the fuck? Next thing I knew, I was in her truck as Warren earned his man card and tried to get Nathan off my ass. I owe Warren big time. Seeing Chloe for the first time in 5 years was such a shock I almost paralyzed, especially after realizing that Nathan had almost killed her right in front of me. Now Chloe shows up out of the blue to save me. Of all the bizarro and unexplainable shit happening today, sitting in Chloe's battered truck, listening to music, and staring at her dashboard bobblehead might be the top. So I try to process the fact that Chloe and I were two best friends who didn't know each other anymore, and had blue hair. She had blue hair, piercings, and cool boots. And I looked like a dork. I don't know where to start, and she wasn't exactly extending an olive branch. So we sat like strangers. At least I had time to catch my breath and realize that in the parking lot melee with Nathan and Warren, my camera got busted up. I didn't care considering everything else going on, but it sucked on top of everything else going on. Going back to Chloe's old house for the first time in 5 years was like the ultimate rewind. Some things were obviously different, but some things weren't. The house smelled exactly the same as it did when we were growing up. Chloe's room was like an exploded version of her new adult self. Cool and chaotic. I could tell she was pissed. She wanted to blaze up and chill. So I explored her room to play catch up on what she was up to these days. What she was into these days. I'm another one. Then I found a photo of Chloe and Rachel Amber. Chloe freaked and laid into me for not calling her once. I deserved it. She had become best friends with Rachel, and they were going to bail on Arcadia Bay and head out to Los Angeles for fame and fortune. I could tell how much Chloe cared about Rachel since she was the one putting up the posters. I felt even shittier about leaving Chloe all alone all those years when she most needed me. You suck, Max. But Chloe is obsessed with Rachel, the missing girl. She says Rachel vanished after meeting some amazing dude, probably some psycho online. Chloe wanted to smoke out and be alone, so I went downstairs to find tools to fix my camera. Snooping deeper, I hit the paranoia jackpot and found a whole mini surveillance setup of Chloe's house, with cameras in the halls and some rooms. Truly creepy shit. What kind of uber paranoid puts cameras throughout his own home? Chloe's stepfather, I guess. I see why she's got serious attitude. When I got back upstairs, I couldn't fix the stupid camera, but Chloe saw the butterfly photo and knew I was in the bathroom and set off the alarm. Her attitude totally changed and she realized that I had saved her life. Even though it could have gone the other way, she was so happy like when we were kids, and it was great to see her face light up. She even gave me her dad's awesome old Instamatic as a symbol of our reunion. She cranked up the tunes and started dancing on her bed like a maniac. She even got me to shake my booty. Just a bit. That's when Chloe's stepfather showed up. And it was David Madsen. I had to hide in the closet, and then David came in, angry about the music. He was even scarier off campus because he didn't have the school around him. He accused Chloe of taking one of his guns. Then, shit got real. David found Chloe's joint and flipped out on her. I couldn't take it, considering she almost died that morning, and I stepped out and said it was my weed. David tried to threaten me, but Chloe was awesome and threatened him. He backed out of there quick. Chloe was so touched when I took the blame. Of course, she did steal one of David's gun and waved it around like an idiot. Too much firepower for this girl to encounter in one day, or one life. Fortunately, Chloe and I decided to get out of there and catch up on our exploring, like best friends. So Chloe and I ended up at the lighthouse, watching the sunset. Chloe was mellow and told me more about David and his uber paranoia at school and home. It all made sense. But I wanted to know why Chloe was in that bathroom with Nathan Prescott. She told me he deals drugs, and she wanted to blackmail him to pay off some big loan. It's so strange where our lives have gone since the last time we hung out, when we were 13. Then I had another nightmare. Or duskmare. I was right back at the lighthouse in a storm, except this time I was following a ghostly deer until I got to the edge of the cliff. I could see the tornado destroying everything in its path, and again I could feel the cold sting of the rain. The lighthouse was crumbling, and I felt so helpless watching the tornado move towards the town. Then Chloe slapped me out of the dream, and I told her what I saw. And as if to make the day end on another unusual note, snow started falling from the sky in the warm sunset. It felt so weird, ominous, and beautiful all at once, especially standing there with my best friend. And on that positive thought, I've officially earned a great night's sleep. October 8th. I woke up this morning a different person, even if nobody knows yet, after yesterday's intense revelation with my rewind power and saving Chloe's life among the other cray-cray, as Victoria might say, events at Blackwell. I have to assume everything is different now, and I thought exposing my photos to the world was going to be hard. After Chloe dropped me off back at my dorm yesterday, I tried to find out more about that freak snowfall that happened when we were at the lighthouse, but the local meteorologists are stumped so far. I felt so jacked up that I pulled an all-nighter on time and physics research. Not being warned, I ended up knowing less about my situation than when I started. I don't really think that my tornado vision and the snowfall are connected, but at this point I have no fucking clue what to believe. I'm just so glad Chloe and I are a team again. This has to be destiny. Now I have to hit the showers and get ready to meet Chloe for breakfast. Lord knows I need it. I ran into Kate in the showers, and she asked for the October Country back. I love that book, and definitely need to get my own copy. Of course, when I was in the shower, Victoria and Taylor barged in and totally started ragging on poor Kate about the video. Just to be complete assholes, they wrote the link in the mirror, on the mirror. I truly don't understand how they get off on acting like that. Victoria has everything. What does she gain by being a bully to Kate Marsh? We're supposed to be adults here, but I swear, it's like Battle Royale, just without the dystopia and exploding heads. Only Victoria could make me feel dirty in a shower. The plot thickens and I can't get out. After listening to Victoria and Taylor rag on Kate about the video, I came back to my room only to find this creepy photo montage. Only Nathan would be this disturbed. The thought that Nathan was in here, actually setting up this weird gallery, is way fucked up. I better start being more careful around here. I almost want a surveillance system now. As if things weren't dramatic enough, I got a creepy text from a private number. Nathan? Victoria? No clue. I really have to start watching my back. I still had to give Kate's book back, so I went to her room. I knew she wasn't doing good, but I didn't know how bad it was until I went in. All the lights were off, blinds closed, some emo goth den. And Kate is the opposite of emo or goth. She was just crying in the dark, and it was so sad to see her like this. More sad is that I wished I could take a picture of her framed in her expressionist misery. Kate admitted that she thinks something more happened to her than just a video. Plus, she told me that Nathan Prescott gave her a ride from the party to the ER, and she thinks he did something to her. But she doesn't remember what. It's hard not to believe Kate considering what kind of person she is and what kind of person Nathan is. I've seen for myself exactly what that fucker is capable of. Of course, Kate asked if she should go to the police and the principal. I felt like absolute shit, but I told Kate she shouldn't go to anybody unless she has more proof she was drugged. That video doesn't help her case at all, and this could all backfire big time. She's going up against the whole Prescott empire, not just one rich white boy on dope. She wasn't too thrilled about my answer. I don't think she trusts me to be the one investigating all this. How can I blame her? I sometimes wonder what I am actually doing, besides getting myself in more trouble. Kate even booted me out of a room. Hello, everyday hero. I ran into Warren, or rather, Warren was waiting to run into me. Naturally, he wanted to know what the hell happened in the parking lot with the Chloe and Nathan show. Once again, I felt like a dick because I should have gotten a hold of Warren to see if he was okay after. We just left him in the lot. I do owe Warren. I only told him a little about what was going on with Nathan. The less he knows, the better for him. I would love to at least tell him about my ability to fucking reverse time and space, but ironically, I don't think it's the right time or space. Besides, he would want to marry me immediately, just so he could have his own human time machine, or capture me for scientific experiments, or make me go to the drive-in with him. Oh wait, I did say I would go to the drive-in with him. Hope he doesn't make a lame move on me. Not that he would, a egomaniac. Warren and I do have a lot in common, but he's like a super cool geek brother. Anyway, I definitely need a movie escape. Before catching the bus out to meet Chloe, I saw Nathan talking to David, which made me nervous. Otherwise, I had a nice soundtrack ride to the Two Whales Diner. Talk about going back in time. I haven't seen the diner in 5 years, but it looked exactly the same. Although now there are way less fishermen and way more dumb food carts than when we were kids. Chloe and I had the best backdrop to play pirate. Old ships and big ocean. Chloe was late, duh, so I was happy to be distracted by seeing Joyce again. The diner is like a museum piece, except with customers. Better still, the food hasn't changed at all. Joyce seemed really glad to see me again, and she didn't give me a guilt trip for not staying in touch. After William died, she wanted to move forward with a new life and husband. Chloe doesn't want to accept that. Joyce naturally gave me shit for corrupting Chloe with my devil weed, though I am not sure she even believed it was mine. What could I say? I could see she actually loves David, even if I don't see how. The breakfast was so worth the grief, though. So much drama, and I haven't even finished my breakfast. Finally, Chloe showed up, more bubbly than I thought after getting killed in the bathroom yesterday. It makes me happy to see her smile, but that smile meant trouble, since all she really wanted was for me to show off my rewind power. So I did, and I have to admit, I felt like a total boss. Except I did start feeling weak and woozy the more I rewound. I even got a nosebleed, which kind of freaked me out. Chloe always wants more, so she demanded we go to her top secret lair. She still had to get pissed off at me because I dared to answer Kate's call. I'm not a fan of Chloe's petulant side. She tried to make me feel like an ass, but screwed that. Kate was so happy, and I answered. I actually felt worse for her. Chloe has to know I can have 2 friends at once. Just when I thought shit couldn't get crazier, Chloe took me to her secret lair, the city dump. Perfect for Halloween. Like where the vehicle and appliance ghosts of Arcadia Bay come to rot and rust. Urban dystopia porn. But instead of taking cool photos, Chloe had me do some silly kind of fun gun tricks. Until the guy Chloe owes money to showed up. Some skeevy guy called Frank. Okay, that was a very generic name. I'm gonna forget that name again. He demanded Chloe pay him back. Or else. I was shocked that he wasn't the loan shark I had expected, but I could literally feel his bad vibe. I still can't see how my best friend ended up involved with a loser like Frank. Things got truly crazy when Frank took Chloe's gun. Or should I say David's gun. And now we have to worry about one more lunatic after Chloe. And maybe me. Chloe really flipped out when she saw that Frank was wearing one of Rachel Amber's bracelets. That means we definitely have another suspect. This is so not how I intended to spend my time back in Arcadia Bay. After all that drama-rama volume, was it 33? Chloe and I ended up taking a walk along the tracks deep in the woods. We both needed to hear nothing but the sounds of nature and wildlife. I was shaking inside from our encounter with Frank, and though Chloe fronts tough, I could tell she was shaking too. She told me everything about Frank, which explains why she was trying to blackmail Nathan. It shocks me that the girl I grew up with, watching SpongeBob, ended up in such a scary orbit. Still, I feel safer with her at my side, and I was glad we had a moment of peace. So it probably wasn't the best idea to lay down on the tracks and wax about life, etc., as Chloe's leg got caught on the rail just as the goddamn train showed up. Of course, I was trying to take a photo for my portfolio, and then I had another quick flash of my tornado vision. I could see it, almost feel it tearing the sky apart. My head felt like it was exploding, like in that 80s film Scanners. Just as fast as the vision came in, it disappeared. I may be in denial about what this apocalyptic image means, or doesn't. Then I heard Chloe screaming for help, and I was shitting kittens. Her foot was stuck in the damn rail, and naturally the train was coming around the mountain. I was pretty proud of myself for coming up with a drastic, if not destructive, solution of saving Chloe once again, but just in case this journal ever falls into the wrong hands, it's going to remain our BFF secret. So there. Our morning adventure over, Chloe dropped me off back at my campus. She was so sweet and said that this had been the best week of her life, despite everything. That made me feel so awesome. Chloe really sees us like we're taking over the world, but what if I had been able to use my rewind power to get her off the tracks? Chloe might have to lower her expectations, and so will I. Speaking of expectations, David Madsen stopped to talk to me without being a total prick. I thought he was going to bust me for taking the heat for Chloe's weed, but we just talked a little. For the first time, I felt kind of sorry for David. He is a veteran. I know he probably saw awful things in combat. He said he doesn't want to fight with Chloe or me, but all the shit he's pulled and treating Kate like she's a suspect just makes it hard to get along. But I promise to try for world peace. Something odd happened, as if everything happening isn't bizarro, but I saw Kate having an intense conversation with Mr. Jefferson, and she ended up practically running away from him in tears. I wish I could have casually asked, "Oh, by the way, what's up with Kate?" like he would tell me anyway. I know Kate treats Jefferson like he's an apostle or something, so what did he say to make her so upset? Just when I was feeling good about Chloe and me, I walk into Jefferson's class and see Nathan and Victoria actually sitting on my desk. Unreal. Asshole bookends. Okay, so that's basically the last thing. We got Warren here. Okay. I knew if I gave Sam my phone, it would blow up for science. He wants to flash around. I know that. Thank God it wasn't. And I am thankful for Warren. He's like a real friend, and we share a lot of the same interests. He loves science, but he really understands art and appreciates great photography. Even though he says he loves my pictures, I can tell if he's just being nice. Warren is a geek, but he definitely lets you know where he stands. I don't think he would ever lie to me. I feel good to have at least one strong ally at the same age here. And he makes me smile. He's a good guy. Chloe Price. There's this all this information. I'll probably just want to skip through just to make sure I have. What's this? Let's see here. Frank. And then this crazy person. Okay, so that's everyone so far, and then we have the photos. This was from episode 1. I didn't really get a whole bunch of photos. And this is episode 2, Out of Time. Looks like I've missed a lot of photos, actually. Okay. And that's
People need something to judge, so they never take a good look at themselves. We can thank
I guess
reality
Kate will miss class now.
in the end.
I'm worried
Don't
about
blame
her.
ourselves for participating. Speaking of participation, there are a few souls here who have yet to enter a photo in the contest. Like
Yes.
Max Caulfield, for example, who I know can't wait to enter, right? I'm sure you read the syllabus like it was a Harry Potter book, so you must know today we're studying chiaroscuro. That beautiful word about the contrast between light and dark. The shadow play that gives photography such visual power. It's basic yin and yang, Black and white images are effective precisely
It's like I'm taking a
because
class. This is kind of
their
interesting.
contrasts. Although we don't technically see in mono.
Yo! Some crazy shit is going down at the girls' dorm!
Zachary,
Check it!
do not come into my class like that ever again. Listen, everybody remain seated. Dismissed.
Way to not listen to the teacher. Oh man, I hope Kate doesn't kill herself.
Is this for real?
Bitch flipped out!
I didn't think she was that messed up.
Yeah, Kate probably killed herself.
Kate! No!
She can't die. She can't. Not again. Not now. I have to try something. I won't be able to rewind again and again.
Yeah. Did she just stop time?
Keep going, Max. You can do it. Yes.
The thing is, at the last moment, she might let go.
What are you doing here, Max? Stop! Don't come near me!
Not now. It won't work. I don't have any power. Now I have to do this by myself.
Max, seriously, don't come near me! I will jump!
Okay. I'm right here. Kate, please.
Oh, Max, I know you want to help me. I love that you stepped up to David, but it doesn't matter now. Nothing matters.
You matter. And not just to me.
I do want to believe that.
Kate, your life is still yours. And we can get through this together. Let me help. Like I helped by erasing all that crap people wrote on your room slate.
I'm glad to hear you worry about me. That makes me feel better.
Of course I worry. You're my friend, Kate.
I did feel better talking to you on the phone. I always feel like you really listen.
Kate, please trust me. Come stand by me, okay? I can help you now. I know I can. This morning I erased the web link to the video. It was written on the shower room mirror.
That's your story now. How can I trust you? What about this morning when I needed help? You told me to do nothing.
Kate, I'm gathering proof that Nathan Prescott drugged you. And you're not the only victim. So you have to help me take Nathan down.
Nathan Prescott? That makes sense. He's a scumbag. You have proof now?
Soon, then straight to the police. Think of it like we're cleansing Blackwell.
You do have my back, Max. That's the first time I've felt hopeful in a week.
Good. We all need to have each other's backs. So, I want you to come with me now. Please. You don't have to do this.
Max, I'm in a nightmare and I can't wake up. Unless I put myself to sleep. Then everybody at Blackwell can post pics of my body. I'm already on the internet forever. No wonder they call it a web. Nothing can ever get out. Like my video. I wish I could go back in time and erase everything.
Be strong, everybody will forget.
Kate, this is our chance to beat the bullies. That's the only way we can win against them.
Can we really, Max? I don't believe in miracles anymore either.
Now I do. You're part of the reason why. If you come down with me, I can tell you more.
You're such a good person, Max. Even if you're full of crap. But I'll come with you. You're my friend.
Forever. Can we hug on it?
No! Nobody cares about me! Nobody!
Kate, I saw that card from your father. You can count on him. He clearly loves you without question.
Dad does care, even though I hurt him. He's the only one I know who believes in me.
Come on, Kate. Come on. Just grab the hand. Be safe. Thank everything that is good and holy in the world.
I'm sorry.
What are you talking about?
I think I was holding my breath.
You saved me from talking in class.
Oh my goodness. And no rewind power at that point.
Now, I know today was difficult for everybody, but I'm so proud of the way Blackwell pulled together to save a young girl's life. Of course, you're quite a hero for getting Kate to come down, Max.
I didn't do much.
She's modest. Like a real hero.
Yeah, real hero.
As principal of Blackwell Academy, I take my duties seriously. I take the well-being of every student more seriously.
So we're going to talk about Nathan?
What today should never happen in a hall of wisdom and knowledge. Mr. Madsen, as our head of security here, those roof doors should always be locked. That's just standard operating procedure. They were not, and that is indeed your responsibility. Mr. Jefferson, I know you can't be expected to know what your students are going through, but Kate has assisted you in class, so you should have known something was amiss. Mr. Prescott, since you are responsible for the Vortex Club parties, and since Miss Marsh did attend your last party, you'll have to answer some more questions. Miss Caulfield, why exactly were you on the route with Kate Marsh? Did she tell you her plan? Or anything at all? Please, tell us everything.
Alrighty. Do I have any rewind power at this point? Because I'm gonna go boom.
All I know is that Kate was at a party and Nathan dosed her. She got wasted and kissed some boys on a viral video without a clue.
I dosed her? Without a clue. Have you seen the video? Whatever. Kate was loaded and
You're a
playing
liar.
the field.
You told Kate you took her to the emergency room.
I said I was going to take her to the ER. She sobered up eventually.
Bullshit. Something happened to her and you know it. How about we talk about you waving a gun in the girls'
Hey,
bathroom?
that's total slander. I could sue you and this school so fast. I already have a personal lawyer.
Careful, Mr. Prescott. I have been told of this alleged gun incident, and I have to admit that the video in question was sent to me by multiple sources.
Including me.
And since Mr. Prescott does appear prominently in the video and was responsible for the party, I have no choice but to suspend him until further notice.
Whatever. See you in court.
Excuse me. I think Max and Nathan need a break before we grill them further. A friend and student just tried to kill herself. They don't need this forum right now.
Yes, I'm kind of devastated right now. I'd like to be with my family.
All right, Miss Caulfield, please sign here to confirm what you've told us. I'll continue this investigation from there.
My head is killing me, but I think I can use my power again.
Nope.
Well, I think we know less now than when we started. We'll be assisting the police with further inquiries. I know this has been a stressful day. I wish I had the power to change it all for the better. So thank you for coming in.
Nathan has a scar on his face. It's gonna be really rough ahead. Once again, I'm stabbing at Nathan Prescott.
I couldn't even believe it was happening. It was literally slow motion as I grabbed her hand. And then I could feel her grabbing mine.
Max, that was the greatest thing I've ever seen. Ever! You reached out, she reached out, hugs, tears, applause. Like a superhero.
Not quite. Look at me. I'm a mess.
You're glowing. Seriously, a human halo. I'm pretty sure you earned your wings today.
Warren, you're
I'm
nice.
still worried about Kate. She did try to kill herself. All over a video.
Viral is the right word. Like a disease.
So you watched it?
Just 1.5 times.
Warren, I don't mean to sound weird, but there's something ominous going on at Blackwell.
Today proves that.
And I'm working on proof that Kate Marsh is connected to Rachel Amber. Somehow. Along with Nathan and Mr. Madsen.
I'm not a big conspiracy guy, but I wouldn't doubt it. Nathan did scare me yesterday, and Madsen is a straight-up dickhead.
No, Madsen is a good person.
What the hell is this? The weather confirms this weird day. Feel that
An
chill.
eclipse?
Max, there was no eclipse scheduled today. I would know. I would.
I believe you, Warren. I'll believe anything this week.
Are they they need to stop looking at the sun, okay? Eclipses blind you. Stop. We're gonna have to figure out how to get David Madsen on our side. There's Jefferson. The principal. That looks like a conspiracy waiting to happen. Is there like a cult happening in this school or something? At least. Oh, Victoria. So what? Does Nathan like Victoria? Is that Frank? It would help. It would bring out the truth. But, well, that's just how it is. You gotta risk danger when you want to live out your liberties. Exercise your rights. So. Yep. That is the path we're gonna take. That being said, Detective Max is on the case. Though it's cool to know that she can stop time. And that she knows she has limits. Alrighty. I believe we're close to the end here. Powered by Unreal Engine. Bink Video. Autodesk Scaleform. Square Enix Limited 2015. Developed by Don't Nod Entertainment, Sarl. Thanks for playing. Yeah, no problem. I like it. I love it. Mystery, intrigue, colorful characters. Pretty awesome game. All right, here we go. Let's see how everyone did. Out of time, the first choice. You told Kate to go to the police. 32% people did it. I chose you told Kate to wait for more proof, which a whole lot of people did. Me and 78 other people answered Kate's call. This one actually changed the choice. I shot Frank, then I changed it, and I didn't shoot Frank. So we'll see how that goes out. Me and 48 people did that. You couldn't save Kate. I did save Kate. 56% of people blame David. You blame Nathan. Jefferson. I, along with everyone else, well, not everyone else, because we have 13% blaming David and 17% blaming Mr. Jefferson. 70%. We all know that Nathan is a pile of meat. Anyway, let's see. Next. Here we go. Watered your plant. Helped Alyssa. Erased the link to Kate's video. I'm glad a lot of people did that. You were friendly with Taylor. Wow, that was a choice? That was a thing? Well, okay, I was friendly with Taylor. You accepted Warren's invitation. Glad everyone agreed to that. You wrote message. I didn't write a message. Just because it seemed like a Chloe and Rachel thing, and I didn't want to get involved in that. They seemed really close. You tampered with the tracks. That actually was a accident. I didn't mean to tamper with the rail tracks. I wanted to find a different way, but that's just how that happened. You gain entry to the Vortex Club. No, I did not want to go to the Vortex Club. What do you mean I didn't help Warren? I thought I did. Oh, I guess giving him the right one is helping him, the one that did nothing. You told on David to Mr. Jefferson, and you didn't tell David on Mr. Jefferson. I didn't know that was a thing. Well, That means I messed that up. Alright. Friend stats. Who else played this game? Okay. Alright. Chaos theory. So is it that the more Max uses her powers, the more the world around her kind of falls apart? Alright, anywho. It's nighttime now. Look at that. So I guess this next episode is going to be at night. Well, that'll be for the next time. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Monday, Tuesday, I stream on YouTube. Monday is Marvel Spider-Man, and Tuesday is Kingdom Hearts, the first one. And so, yeah, I'll go ahead and finish the stream. This has been Omnes out. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good night.